and welcome to ECTV. I'm Erica Berman.
And I'm Christina McNamara.
This week on Thursday at noon, come to the AC Student Center for a sushi rolling party. Have you ever tried to make your own sushi? Chelsea Haley, study abroad alum of Taiwan, will teach you how.
At 2 p.m., come to the Academic Center for a cultural crash course on Brazil in room 208.
And at 3:30, the Office of International Education invites you to join them for a cup of tea and engage in an open discussion on the current global events.
At 7 p.m., come to the AC Student Center for International Karaoke Night. Share cultures and experiences through music from different countries. There will be food, singing, dancing, and prizes.
On Friday at 11 a.m., come to the Hospitality Suite for guest lecturer Charles Ziegler, the founder of the Center for Asian Democracy and the long-standing chair of the Department of Political Science at the University of Louisville, Kentucky. Come increase your awareness of the strategic importance of Eurasia and the dramatic changes that are caused by the planned U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan in 2014.
Then it's Thanksgiving break, so enjoy time with your family and have a great turkey day.
When we get back from break, you're invited to gather at the Endicott Chapel for some food, multi-faith holiday festivities, and a chance to learn about the rich culture and traditions of religious holidays around the world. It will be taking place on Wednesday at 4:30 p.m.
And here's Jocelyn Kane with sports.
Hello and welcome to this week's recap of Endicott Sports. For ECTV, I'm Jocelyn Kane. The women's basketball team started off their season on Friday night when they traveled to Keene State for the tip-off tournament, where they faced MCLA. They beat the Trailblazers 80-57. Also at the tip-off tournament, the Gulls beat Keene State 67-59 on Saturday afternoon. This week they play Bowdoin on Tuesday and Salem State for their first home opener on Thursday. The men's team played this past weekend at the Wheaton Invitational. In the first game against Fisher, they were victorious, 89-78. In the second game against Wheaton, they won 97-85 and captured the Wheaton Invitational title. Tuesday night, they play their first home opener against Leslie. This weekend, they play at the Revere Invitational. The men's and women's cross-country teams saw their season come to an end at the NCAA Division III New England Regionals at the University of Southern Maine. The women's team came in 33rd out of the 53 teams, improving 2 spots over last year. Each of the women finished over 1 minute faster in the 6K race than at the CCC Championships. The usual 5 rounded up the pack: Erin Haynes, Lauren Boyle, Jocelyn Kane, Holly Regoli, and Jillian Mendez, who finished her last collegiate race. On the men's side, CCC Rookie of the Year, Noah Mandello, led the way with Gulls Alex Wallaka, Mitchell Renfrew, and Jim Dooley trailing right behind. This is how the running Gulls will end the 2013 season. This year, they will also start their first non-traditional track season in the spring, competing in 3 invitationals. On Saturday, the Gulls soared over Salve 24-0, capturing the New England Football Conference title. This was Endicott's second title in 4 years. Due to their efforts in the game, senior kicker and punter Dylan Rush and safety Jason Silva were named Special Teams and Defensive Team Players of the Week. This Saturday, the Gulls take on their first round of the NCAA Division III football tournament to play Profs of Rowan. The women's ice hockey team continued their winning streak to 6 after the big 5-4 victory over UMass Lowell on Saturday. Junior goaltender Taylor Whitman was the backbone of the team in the win, as she had 28 big stops in the contest. They are off until December 7th when they host Westfield State at 7 p.m. The men's ice hockey team received their 3rd loss of the season, 3-5 to conference opponent Northeastern. 3 different Gulls scored in the contest, while senior Clark Dumart tailed a goal and an assist. They play Saturday, November 23rd, when they host Boston College at 7:30. After the women's soccer team's winning streak, they fell in the second round of the NCAA match against Middlebury 2-1. They finished their season 16-6-2 and CCC champions. The women's volleyball team played at the ECAC tournament. In the first game, they swept the Emmanuel Saints 3-0. In the second game, they fell to Western New England 3-0. The volleyball team ends their season 23-16. And that's it for ECTV Sports. Back to you in the studio. I'm Jocelyn Kane.
And we'll send it off to Margot Lucas with entertainment.
Hello, Endicott. I'm Margot Lucas with This Week in Entertainment. This Friday, Catching Fire will be released in movie theaters across the country. This long-awaited sequel to the first Hunger Games movie stars the same cast, including Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcherson, and Liam Hemsworth. Fans of the popular novel series by Suzanne Collins will be excited to watch the film adaptation in which the main characters leave their home for the second time to embark on a victor's tour. Another movie coming out this week that you might want to get tickets for is The Delivery Man, starring Vince Vaughn. In this comedy, a man finds out he is being sued by 142 of his 533 children who he anonymously fathered by donating to a clinic. Fans of Vince Vaughn will not be disappointed by his performance alongside Chris Pratt and How I Met Your Mother star Kobe Smulders. For anyone who loved the movie Super Troopers, the original cast is back to write a sequel to this famous comedy. Although it has been 12 years since the first movie came out, it has been decided that the legacy will continue. The production company says filming should begin before the year is over because the deal was just signed with Fox Entertainment. There are few details on when to expect this movie because the news was just announced recently, but be sure not to miss it. In other news, the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who is coming up on November 23rd. This widely popular British television show has spanned 11 doctors, soon to be 12, and countless centuries of storytelling. There will be a special episode airing and a movie release soon, so be sure to look out for that. Ever heard of George Watsky from San Diego? This rapper is making headlines internationally for stage diving off a rig during a show in London and sending 2 of his fans to the hospital. He told reporters that he is deeply sorry and intends to learn from his mistake, so hopefully his future shows will feel a little less dangerous. That's all for this week. Thanks for watching.
And here's Dina Cashman with national news.
Hey Endicott, and welcome to this week's national news. I'm Dina Cashman. The Dallas Zoo added a new addition to the zoo this month, and a very rare one at that too. The zoo is now a proud owner of an okapi. These exotic animals are so hard to find because they are a mixture of a horse, giraffe, and a zebra and originate in Central Africa. The zoo is trying to help this animal not go into extinction by breeding them. Almasi, the new baby okapi, is number 36 of the zoo's okapis. The zoo has been working hard to protect the okapis and to learn more about the strange creatures. Tornadoes halted some touchdowns and tore through the Midwest and created widespread damage. 6 people were killed across the Midwest and many others were injured. Due to the severe weather outbreak, the Baltimore Ravens and Chicago Bears team had to be evacuated for the fans' safety. You don't need temperatures in the 80s and 90s to produce severe weather because the strong winds compensate for the lack of heating, said Matt Friedline, a Weather Service meteorologist. That sets the stage for what we call wind shear, which may produce tornadoes. Different factors cause tornadoes, but the most important factor is how emergency officials keep pedestrians safe, such as calling off football games. A little boy fought his battle against cancer and won, but that's not all he fought. San Francisco gave him his dream of becoming a superhero by turning the city into the comic book alternate reality of Gotham City. The colorful comic book truly came alive for this 5-year-old Miles Scott. He took the place of Batman and took down his enemies, including the Riddler and the Penguin. He also saved damsels in distress while having fans throughout San Francisco cheer him on. Miles even received an important video message from the president saying, "Thank you for saving Gotham." The whole city of San Francisco came out to help the Make-A-Wish event, and Miles is now the new protector of Gotham. That's it for national news this week. Stay tuned for next week. See you next time.
Thank you for watching ECTV News. I'm Erica Berman.
And I'm Christina McNamara. Have a great Thanksgiving.